for me and a lot of people, this is the big draw card here at Yangarra. This is the Old Vine Grenache. Peter, can you tell us a little bit of the history about why it's called Old Vine and the history of it here and also wider in Australia?
Grenache, I think, has so much history and soul, and it tells a story of tenacity. Grenache, these vines are planted in 1946. They were planted in white sands that nothing else much really grew with any economic benefit. I think there was some apricot blocks in this area where the Grenache was. They were terrible pasture, they were terrible for many other type of crops. Grenache is a really drought tolerant variety, so it's perfect for growing in this region. And so that history was kind of, Grenache was planted also because it was very good for making fortified wine. Back in the 40s and 50s, there was a big consumption of fortified wines, and then it became actually quite unfavourable for a while. A lot of Grenache got pulled out in the region, and now Grenaches, you think of McLaren Vale and Grenache in the same kind of sentence, but Grenache is only about 8% of the varieties planted in this region.
But for this estate, how much?
And for this estate, it's probably near on 45%.
Well, so that's really quite
unique. It's a big part of what we do, and we feel very privileged to be custodians of these 17 hectares of bush vine Grenache, and that are old. They've stood the test of time, and it fills me with so much kind of pleasure watch bringing people to the site and then being blown away by the sand, the age of the vines there, and then the view, because it's a very high elevation vineyard for the region, so it kind of looks across the valley of McLaren Vale. And but ultimately we're kind of here to taste the wine and talk about the wine. And Grenache is gaining such popularity because it has lovely medium body. It's not too heavy, it has lovely acidity, really bright fruit, but it also has a lovely savoury depth to it that actually makes it a really serious kind of wine.